Questions you want, but I don't have to answer them. Am I good to go?
No, not yet. Do you have ID on you?
I don't answer questions and I don't give ID. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 8. There's 8 in there. You got 8 people.
Hand me your driver's license?
No, they're right here.
Why won't you hand me your driver's license?
Because Texas law states I only have to exhibit them. I don't have to hand them over.
Well, you want to hold it out so I can get your information?
It's right here.
So where's this at?
Do you have any identification with you, sir?
Yeah, there's no reason for me to ID unless you can tell me that I've committed a crime or I'm doing a crime or you suspect me of doing.
Nope, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is it odd that I'm an independent news journalist doing content for a story of a nuclear facility that's closed down and you're telling me that's odd? I think it's odd that you think it's odd.
9 officers, 1 man with a fishing pole and a firearm. In Florida, open carry is legal when you're going to or from fishing, but that didn't stop this swarm of cops from surrounding a peaceful citizen and demanding ID with no crime committed. Tension mounts as egos clash with the law, and one armed patriot stands his ground while cameras roll. This isn't just about a gun. It's about control, intimidation, and constitutional rights under fire.
Hey, friend, what are we doing?
I don't answer questions.
Are you going fishing?
I don't know. What do you think?
Stop.
Oh, am I being detained?
Yeah.
Am I being detained?
Fishing.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Or come on, let's be realistic. Do you think I'm going fishing?
I'm asking you a question.
You can ask me all the questions you want, but I don't have to answer them. Am I good to go?
No, not yet. Do you have ID on you?
I don't answer questions and I don't give ID because you're not qualified to get my ID.
Okay.
So can I just go about my day?
No, why are you walking?
Because I'm going. Because what do you think I'm going doing?
I don't know, so people tell me that.
I'm going fishing. Are you gonna leave me alone now?
Where's your fishing? I'm not sure what that is.
Okay, good. If you don't know what it is, you're not qualified, ma'am. Don't be a DEI hire right now. Leave me alone. I'm going to do what I'm going to do.
Where?
I'm not harming anybody.
Where are you going fishing?
Does it matter?
Yes,
It doesn't.
it does.
As long as I'm going to a club. Man, look at a. Yeah, come on out, guys. Come on. You guys are all a bunch of snowflakes.
Where are you going fishing?
Yeah, come on with it.
Where are you going fishing?
I'm not, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why is your hand on your gun?
Dude, that's not even a real gun.
You think it's not a real gun?
I know it's not a real gun.
Look at it. Dude,
It's not real.
it's real. Look at it.
22.
Hey, it's not gonna come off. Just hold on, man. Hold on.
Relax.
Hold on.
Relax.
Hold on. I'm not.
I know who you are. I know who you are.
You know who I am,
Yes.
and you're sitting here doing this.
All right.
Hold
For
on.
my safety and yours, it's coming off.
All right, you're open and carrying.
I'm taking. Thank you.
All right. Are you claiming that you're coming to and from fishing?
Look,
That's what
All
he's
right.
claiming, but I don't know what that is.
Where's
I've
your
never
fishing
seen it.
license?
it's in my ID.
All right, where's that at?
Under
All right, where's your
379.35.
fishing license? I gotta make
It's on my phone, and under.
Okay, then pull it up for me.
Hold on. Time out. 379.354.
Okay.
Under Florida statute, you do not have the right to run my fishing license.
Okay.
You can't even check my fishing license. So call FWC at this point.
And we can't check.
Call FWC. Call them.
We can check your license.
Technically, hey.
No, you cannot. This is the 379 statutes that I'm referring to. And you can see right at the top, you have to have a license permit. You have to have it. Now this part right here, section 3, you go towards the very bottom and it says, any person attempting to take or possessing game, freshwater or saltwater fish, or driver's license indicating possession of recreational license, permit, or authorization number at the request of a commissioned law enforcement officer. We're gonna break that down here in just a second. You have to understand.
Hey, talk to me.
Okay.
Right, so listen, I just listened to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. For you to fall under the statute that you claim to have.
379.354. Correct.
Hold on. You have to have a valid Florida fishing license.
I do.
Or a hunting license.
I do.
All right. Now, since you're claiming that that's why you have open carry, you have to provide that so we know that it's true.
To the right authority.
We can enforce.
Hold on. Are there definite? Hold on.
Listen to me.
I listen to you.
Right,
listen to me.
I'm not done talking yet.
Okay. Come on.
We can enforce fishing laws just like FW.
You cannot.
Yes, we can.
And I'm gonna. After you're done, I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay. Under 379.001, the definitions, it says what a commissioned officer is. What a commissioned officer is a FWC officer. You are not an FWC officer, sir. None of you here are an FWC officer, correct?
If we can enforce the same laws.
Call FWC, man. I'm not running from you. I'm not going to do anything. I was just happily walking. Hold on. I just want to, just so I can pull it up, I just wanted to see how far away I am. I'm 0.9 miles away from where I was going fishing. 0.9 miles. I'm a mile away from where I was going fishing.
What type of fishing were you going to do? And you couldn't answer that question.
Okay. All right.
Because you don't understand friggin' fishing.
I said I don't know what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't understand what kind of fishing.
What is it? I know what it is. Explain it to me.
It's a friggin' crab net, dude.
Okay. And where's your bait?
It's in the bag that you guys took off of me.
See the bait.
I do not consent to searches or seizures. My bait is in that fucking bag. That is what I'm going to go fishing with. And you stop me, all these name and badge number, please.
829. My name is
right here. Is that what you're gonna say?
Bill, it's right there.
All right.
So you can see it.
I'm not being aggressive. Yours?
It's Mason 1236.
Thank you. I'm not being aggressive.
Right, 4757.
Okay.
Stay over here. Since you have the firearm, you need to
Thank you.
Hey, don't let him go by the
I'm not. Trust me. I'm not gonna try to. I wasn't out here trying to do anything, but it.
No need. He just got here.
Okay. What's your name? Name and badge number?
You're dealing with them.
What's that?
You're dealing with them.
I know, but I want to know your name and badge number. Look, man, you know I'm not doing anything unlawful, and you guys just can't get past the fact that I'm doing something lawful. All I was doing is carrying my firearm lawfully, and your feelings or whoever's feelings were hurt that called you, and then you come out here ready to pull guns on people.
I did not pull a firearm on you.
Who pulled a gun on me?
Right.
Yeah, you fucking piece of fucking shit.
Anytime I see somebody that has a firearm, I'm gonna pull one on.
Oh, my feelings. Oh, my feelings. Oh, my feelings are so hurt. You fucking pussy. I didn't do anything to anybody. I was just walking on my merry way.
And you wouldn't.
And I told you I didn't have to.
You do have to, though.
901-151. Do you know what that is? 901-151. Anybody want to chime up and say what 901-50? No?
I don't have to answer to you.
901-151 states that if I'm suspected of a crime, committed a crime, or about to commit a crime, I was walking on. I don't have to
carrying in a public place.
You
do.
Okay.
You have to show proof that you're fishing the whole 9
I do not.
But you do. But
not under Florida law. Not under
state of Florida.
Miss Mason.
It's Deputy Mason.
Miss Mason.
It's Deputy Mason.
I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. You're a piece of fucking shit.
That's great. I don't care.
You don't care. I care.
I don't care.
You were supposed.
Your opinion.
Every one of you were supposed to uphold and defend my rights, and here you are with my firearm unloaded.
My safety and your safety.
Fuck your safety. I don't give a fuck about your safety. I wasn't hurting anybody. I'm not gonna do anything. At the end of the day, I'm a peaceful person. I'm a peaceful person. But it seems like you guys came out here to violate me, and then you pulled a gun on me. So
there was no gun. There was no gun pointed at you. There was no gun pointed at you.
I didn't point a gun at anybody else. I'm just Can I
Be a
just,
man.
I just want to go about my day.
Be a man. And
Can I,
At
shut
this
the
point,
fuck up.
No, you cannot.
Fuck you.
So peaceful.
Dude, I was
so
peaceful the whole fucking way that,
No, you were not.
I've been peaceful the whole time.
Aggressive the entire
No,
time. I stopped
you
talking.
asked for a bunch of stuff that didn't need to be fucking dealt with. Yeah, shut up. Shut up. That's the best thing for you. You guys got body cams here? Well, it looks like you got one. She doesn't have
We
one.
don't have body cams at this age.
It looks like he's got one.
Does
Yeah,
not
you're
have
an
a body
idiot,
cam.
and that's a report.
Because I'm an idiot.
That's another body cam.
Okay, perfect. I'm an idiot, right?
I just said that. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Hey. You don't
You're
care.
right, 4757. Brevard County.
I don't give a shit.
I'm letting you know.
I don't give a shit.
For YouTube, just YouTube.
Just for YouTube. Yeah, all y'all might want to back the fuck off and leave me the fuck alone. Hi, assholes. There's nothing you guys are gonna be able to do right now. Nothing. Nothing. Hey, oh, actually, officer, under 379.105, there's a statute. Do you arrest people for misdemeanors? Sheriff, do you arrest people for misdemeanors? Yes or no? Right now, every one of you are in the commission of a misdemeanor. Because there's under 379.105, harassment of fishermen or hunters. I am going fishing. You are sitting here harassing me, and I'm just trying to go about my fucking day. And you guys are stopping me. Look up 379.105. Why would I know the statute more than you know the statute? Why would I know the statute more than you do? Because I do this shit across the state of Florida. And obviously you all know who I am. I'm the armed fisherman. I'm the armed fisherman. I go around the state of Florida open carrying. And here you are stopping the guy open carrying while going fishing. I'm not going away. I'm not running because you got my property. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not running away from this. You're gonna look really stupid, Miss Mason. Fuck your deputy. Oh, I'm Deputy Mason. We're just gonna call you Miss fucking Tyrant Mason. Miss Tyrant Mason. Can I get my property back? I'm not running from you. I'm trying to go fishing.
My supervisor says otherwise, no.
Well, dude, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many? 8. There's 8 in there. You got 8 people here, and nobody can figure out. Nobody knows who I am. Actually, the people actually said they knew who I was. That people know that the armed fisherman goes around the state of Florida open carrying, and here you are stopping the armed fisherman. Fuck you, you fucking cunt face whore. Ha 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 ha. Shut up.
Necessary.
It's necessary. You know something?
Necessary.
It is
Like,
necessary
it's your
because
stuff.
you know something? You guys have.
Keep your hand out of my face, please.
I'm not putting my hand in your face.
have your
You
hand
guys,
in your mouth.
every one of.
You're good to grab your firearm, you're good to go.
However you want to.
Don't be walking up in anyone daily, go straight to your fishing spot.
I was on my way to my fishing spot, you dumb shit.
Do you want me to hold it while you...
You can throw it in there. Here, I'm gonna help you out, and when every one of you leave, when everyone hold on.
Hop in our cars with you right, but you can
Hey, I'm gonna wait till every one of you leave so that you feel comfortable.
You can go.
I know. I was on my way until you guys stopped me. So until you feel comfortable, I'm not going to, because I'm going to reload my fucking gun. You understand that, right? I'm going to reload my fucking gun, and I do not want it to be in the presence of police officers so that you end up shooting me.
You're free to leave.
I know I'm free to leave, but I'm also free to stay until I'm on my way to go fishing.
Understand what you're saying? You can load your firearm and leave.
I am doing this because I feel I at this point, because of all of this, I feel scared to reload my firearm.
You're acting very scared.
Fuck you, you stupid cunt.
Have a great day.
Fuck you. Man, as a brother to brother, you should have stood up for my fucking rights, bro. You should have stood up for my fucking rights. Negro to Negro, you should have stood up for my rights. Yeah. Yeah, Negro to Negro, man. You should have stood up for my rights, man. You know, civil rights, man. Civil rights, right? Civil rights, dude. You joined this force to say, hey, I would swear and uphold, defend the Constitution. I am gonna pick up my stuff, man. I just wanna. After you leave, I'm gonna reload my firearm. But Negro to Negro, we should have stood up for each other.
Approaching us, you walk away.
Fuck you, you cunt-faced whore. Yeah, bye, bitch. Hey, can I get a call number? Please? The only reason is going to be for body cams and friggin' 911 calls because...
We all have cameras.
I get it, man. Thank you very much. Hey, is this... I don't know the call number. The call number?
So
Like
now you
it's...
want to be pleasant.
The... What?
So now you want to be pleasant.
It's your job.
Oh no, I handed you my card. Do you know how to read? Okay.
Yeah, go fuck yourself now, bitch, dude. Fuck you. And you didn't get my ID, and you didn't get nothing. Yeah, fuck you.
What happens when public servants forget they serve the public? This video is a brutal reminder that knowledge of your rights isn't optional, it's survival. These officers didn't care about fishing laws or state statutes. They cared about power. And when that power is unchecked, intimidation becomes policy. So study your laws, record everything, and never let fear silence your freedom. Because next time, it could be you. He didn't swerve. He didn't speed. But a sheriff deputy ran his plates anyway, then pulled him over just to go fishing for something, anything. With the window cracked and the camera rolling, the driver calmly refused to answer questions, declined to hand over ID, and stuck to his rights. What followed was a masterclass in silence, patience, and how to shut down a fishing expedition without ever raising your voice.
Hey, how are you? You roll your window down a little bit more for me so I can hear you?
That should be good enough.
Can you roll the window down just a little bit more so I can hear you?
I can hear you just
I
fine.
can't hear you because of all the traffic.
I can hear you just fine. I'll speak up a little louder so you can hear me.
Speak up a little bit for me. I'm Deputy Henny, Grace County Sheriff's Office.
That's
Get your
fine.
license, got your insurance with you?
Yep. May I ask the reason for the nature of the stop?
I will after you hand me your license and insurance, okay? Can you hand me your driver's license?
It's on this side here. Traffic's noise. If you're worried about the traffic, you're on the same side as the traffic noise, okay?
Guy, I can't hear you. Roll the window down just a little bit more for me, okay?
If you're worried about the traffic noise, you're on the same side as the traffic over there. So I'll go ahead and get the luxury of you to put my driver's license and my insurance on this side of the window here, okay?
You want to hand me your driver's license?
No, they're right here.
Why won't you hand me your driver's license?
Because Texas law states I only have to exhibit them. I don't have to hand them over.
Well, you want to hold it out so I can get your information?
It's right here, right against the window here.
This way so I can get your information.
I don't want to have to reach over there. I don't want you to say I'm reaching for anything. I want to keep my hands where you can see them. Everything right here that you need is right against this window here. And I'm just going to remain silent for the rest of the traffic stop, okay? How can I help you?
Hey, Mr. Turner, you still live the same address on your license?
I'm gonna remain silent.
Say again?
Gonna remain silent.
All right. Do you want me to tell you why you got pulled over? Or do you want to remain silent?
I'm still waiting for the
I
explanation.
can't hear you. Speak up for me, please.
Still waiting for that explanation.
One more time.
Still waiting for that explanation.
Hey, sir, I can't hear you.
I can hear you just fine, so I'm pretty sure I can hear
can't hear
you.
you because of the traffic and you got this window rolled down like 3 inches.
Yeah, sure. You can tell me why you pulled me over.
Okay, do you want to know what the reason?
Yes, I'm still waiting.
Okay. Hey, did you happen to see me sitting on the side of the road back there a couple miles?
No, I was just driving on the road.
Hey, when you came by in the left-hand lane, but you're following the vehicle in front of you, about probably a car length and a half back. Were you aware that you're going that close?
I have a dash cam right here.
I can't hear you.
I understand. I know how far I was away from the vehicle.
How far were you?
What's that?
How far were you from the vehicle in front of you when you came by?
I know how far away. I know how far away I was, and that's all I'm gonna say.
How far were you then?
I have it on my dash cam. That's all I'm saying.
You what?
I have it on my dash cam right here, which is recording.
All right.
And that's
so
all I'm
you're
gonna
aware
say.
that you're probably like a car length and a half or so back from this person in front of you?
I'm gonna say it's on my dash cam.
Say again?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. Hey, do you know how fast you were going when you came by chance?
It's on my dash cam.
How fast were you going?
It's on my dash cam.
You don't know how fast you were going?
It's on my dash cam.
Okay. All right. Hey, when's the last time you got a ticket? Mr. Turner, when's the last time you got a ticket?
I'm remaining silent right now.
Say again?
I'm gonna remain silent.
You're gonna remain silent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Hey, roll that window down a little bit more and I check that tent.
All right, give me 1 second.
Just a little bit more. You go ahead and put your camera up here, that's fine. Just do it a couple more inches for me, okay? There you go. Let me hold the camera so you can get the reading.
I see it 29.7.
29.7. All right. So, you live up here now? Mr. Turner, you living up here now?
I'm not answering any questions.
Say again?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Why don't you want to answer any questions?
Because I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment right now.
Okay. All right. You do this all the time?
I can give you a business card after we finish.
Say again?
I said I can give you a business card after we finish.
Please? We're done.
We're done?
This is a warning for the traffic stop.
What was the
Huh?
What was the warning for?
What did I tell you why you recently got pulled over? For following too closely?
I'm not sure you were asking me questions, so I'm not sure if that was the reason why you were pulling me over. So you were asking me if I was following too close. You asked me how fast I was going.
Yeah.
But I still don't know why you're pulling me over.
Because you were following the vehicle in front of you too close.
So okay.
Okay. That's why you got pulled over. If you have all that stuff on your dash camera, you'll know it. Okay.
Sure.
So when you go back and look at it, you probably see my car parked on the side of the road. So you living up in this area now?
I'm not gonna answer any questions.
All right.
Mind if I get your business card or anything like
I
that?
don't have any with me. Do you have a business card? I have one of yours.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can I get your name and badge number?
It's Hanning, number 18.
And your name and badge number?
Barker, 12.
Am I free to go or am I still being detained?
Oh, you're free to go. So where's this at?
Police aren't always looking for what you did wrong. They're often just hoping you'll say something wrong. In this stop, silence was more powerful than any legal defense. The officer had nothing until he asked questions, and had the driver answered them, that nothing could have turned into a citation or worse. So remember, your words are evidence. Use your rights like a shield. Stay calm, stay silent, and let them prove it. A man with a camera, standing on public property, filming a long-abandoned nuclear facility, completely legal. But in Kewaunee County, legality doesn't matter when a deputy's ego gets involved. With no crime, no probable cause, and no ID requirement, the officer decides to play dirty, demanding identification, threatening a plate run, and pushing a false narrative of confrontation. The story? A First Amendment audit turns into a textbook case of how law enforcement turns suspicion into intimidation.
Officer Keel, Sheriff's Department. What's going on?
Just out here recording.
Is there any reason you're recording?
It's what I like to do. It's a perfectly legal activity.
Well, it is. It's just kind of odd that you're out here recording a nuclear plant that's been shut down for several years.
Okay, well, you know, I'm an independent news journalist doing content for a story. And not creating any havoc on the street. I'm out of the way. I'm not doing anything to create any nefarious purpose or ill will. I'm just out here recording. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Do you have any identification with you, sir?
Yeah, there's no reason for me to ID, unless you can tell me that I've committed a crime or I'm doing a crime or you suspect me of doing one.
Nope, I don't.
Okay. You're gonna run the plates. You have no probable cause to run my plate.
Parked in the ditch.
What's your badge number? You're just trying to ramp it up. That's all you're trying to just ramp it up.
I'm not, sir. I'm trying to figure out why you're out here recording a
I told you
nuclear
that.
plant.
I told you that. What is it you don't understand?
Well, it's kind of odd.
Well, I explain what I'm doing.
Okay.
Why is it odd that I'm an independent news journalist doing content for a story of a nuclear facility that's closed down, and you're telling me that's odd? I think it's odd that you think it's odd. I told you I'm not out here for any ill will. I'm not here to create havoc.
Okay, and I'm not out here to do anything other than try to figure out what's going on.
Nothing to figure out. I explained to
Sir,
you 2 times.
I got a call.
I told you the answer.
Okay.
But you're trying to run the plate.
Well, I'm going to run the plate because it's parked in the ditch.
Yeah, because it overheated.
Okay, so now does your vehicle broke down or are you out here for a news story?
No, it overheated and I'm here for a news story at the same time.
Well, that's very convenient.
Isn't it?
I'm tending to believe you that it did not overheat.
Well, you don't believe anything I've said anyway, so you don't believe that I'm an independent news journalist doing content for a story?
Do you have any press credentials or anything?
I don't need press credentials to be an independent news journalist. You can be an independent news journalist. It's free press.
Okay.
You've heard of free press?
I have.
Yeah, I don't need credentials.
No, but sir, it's very odd that somebody's out here standing on the side of the road filming an abandoned nuclear plant.
So how many times do I have to explain it to you? Whatever I tell you, you're going to keep coming back, Officer Kuehl, that it's odd. So at this point, we're just going in a roundabout conversation.
But do you understand when I get a call from security at the nuclear plant who is concerned about what's going on over here, that I have to respond, correct?
I understand that perfectly well. You have to come out for service. You got a service call. That's not the issue. The issue is I've told you 3 times what I'm doing, and you keep repeating it's odd. So at this point, I don't know what else to tell you.
Okay.
That's all.
How long do you expect to be here?
Oh, I'll get my contact, and I'll probably be here right after you leave. I'll leave. You leave, I'll leave.
All right, sounds good to me.
Sounds good. You can tell these guys I got no ill will. You know,
Like I said, you're not doing anything illegal. I understand that.
Right. Perfect.
But when we get a call, I like to find out what's going on.
I understand.
I like to know who I'm talking to, which is why I asked for identification. I don't know if you have a warrant for murder and you keep digging in your pockets, which I don't really like, so please stop doing that, okay?
Okay, first of all, let me interject, Officer Jewell. When you say that you want to ask for ID because you want to know who you're talking to, you can just ask my name. You don't need ID, and then you can run everything. My name's Phil. I'll give you my name.
Nice to meet you, Phil.
Yeah. What's your first name?
We'll just stick with officer.
Okay, see, there you don't want to be forthcoming. Here I am telling you.
Well, I've already given you my name. My badge number is 52. I don't personally care to give out personal information because some people don't care for officers that much.
Okay, well, there's a lot of hate towards officers because there's good and bad in every profession.
Correct.
Where this went south, I think, is it's not an issue. You have every right to come up and ask me what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't have to answer, but I will. It's a cordial conversation, right? The deal is this. When I've told you 3 times and you keep saying it's odd, then it just seems it's ramping it up and you want to run my plates.
Well, I am going to run your plates so I can find out more about you.
What do you want to find out more about me?
I'd like to know your full name and birthday.
For what?
So I can see if you have any warrants or anything like that.
Oh, okay. So there's no probable cause. You're just trying to hem me up for something else.
I'm not trying to hem you up on anything.
Sure you are.
Sir.
There's no reason to run me. I haven't committed any crime, so why would you want to run me and to get ID to know who I am to see if I'm a murderer?
Because I got called out here that
and I
apparently
explained what I'm doing.
But apparently there was some type of confrontation with security at the nuclear plant.
That's a bunch of bullshit. What confrontation?
I don't know. I
haven't talked to them I got the video. He's going, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? This guy comes out over there. He says, what are you guys doing? I said, what are you guys doing? I'm by myself. He says, oh, I saw another guy down there. I don't know who the hell he's talking about.
Okay.
You know?
Is there anybody out here with you?
No.
Okay.
I'm by myself. It's a one per, well, you could get 2 on that scooter.
I didn't know if you had any other vehicle, anybody with other vehicles parked around.
No.
So,
I'm just going around filming, and maybe what he thought was there was a motorcyclist wearing a Green Bay outfit with a hat. I don't know, 10 minutes later he pulled it and came back and went that way. Maybe he thinks I'm with that guy. I'm out here by myself, just an independent guy doing a news story.
Do you mind if I ask what is the content of the story?
Well, this is a nuclear plant and it's closed down. And there's not a lot of employment in this community.
There's very little.
Right. You've got a well-paying job up here. You know, they've got some manufacturing in Kewanee and so on, but a lot of people have to go to Green Bay. So the story is, when this was functioning, I mean, salaries were good here. Salaries
far better than what I make.
Well, and so the story is, it's closed and how this impacted the general area with employment.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah. And
Thank you for being civil.
Well, I'm being.
I don't want to come across like a jerk, but
you're a joke, man. You're not even a good liar.
Have somebody refuse to identify themselves. A lot of times there's reasons why they refuse to do so.
Right.
Can you understand that?
Well, sure. But my reason for refusing to identify is because I have not committed a crime.
No, you haven't.
I'm not doing a crime, and I'm not going to be doing a crime. So I value my privacy. That's why I don't want to ID, and that's why I feel like you running my plates to find out it's not right. It's not right. So we've had a cordial conversation. We can leave it at this, and you can say, "Hey, Phil, nice talking to you."
What I am going to ask of you: stay out of the traveled portion of the roadway.
Absolutely.
Stay within the right-of-way of the ditch line, though. Because anything outside the right-of-way, again, becomes nuclear plant property.
Absolutely.
And that would be considered trespassing, and I can guarantee you they're going to call back.
Yeah, I don't want to waste your time, taxpayers' money. Are you indicating that on the right side, this is nuclear property here? Is that what you just told me?
Yes, basically outside the highway right-of-way, which basically is the ditch line.
The ditch line. So I'm good right now. I'm not going to be here that much longer. I don't want to get run over. I don't want to waste your time.
I don't want to get run over either. And
Okay,
out here, you never know.
You're still going to run me though, huh?
I am going to run the plate.
Okay.
Dispatch pretty much, our management pretty much requires us to run vehicles and things like that when we have contact with somebody.
Well, I deal with law enforcement. I've been dealing with law enforcement for the last 2 weeks as I film different areas in this state, and none of them are running my plate because I have the same conversation that I'm having with you with all of them, and they respect
the plate's not going anywhere.
It has nothing to do with the plate. There's no reason to run me when I haven't done anything illegal. It's a violation of my civil right to do that.
No, sir, I can run a plate. If this vehicle drives by me and I look at it, I can run the plate to make sure everything's current on it.
Really? So you can just...
Have you ever heard of automated readers in squad cars?
Yeah, I know.
We don't have them here.
I know what automatic readers
We don't
are.
have them here, but they run random plates on a regular basis.
Understood, but that's totally different from a guy just filming in public, doing a perfectly legal activity, and you wanting to run him for no reason.
No, it's not for no reason, sir.
Well, what's the reason?
To find out who you are. You explain to me what you're out
You don't
here
need
for.
to know who I am. Why do you need to know who I am? Tell me that.
I need to talk to these guys over here to find out yet if there was some sort of confrontation that happened between you guys. Okay,
Yeah.
You're telling me there wasn't.
He came out, he asked me what I'm doing. I said, it's my business. I don't need to tell him what I'm doing.
Okay, did it get any farther than that?
Like
was there
what?
any heated exchanges, anything like that?
No.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm getting this information from my dispatch who talked to somebody else on the phone. You ever play that game where you relay things through 5 different people?
You're in the middle, but I'll tell you right now, if this guy made a false call about something, that there was a confrontation, this or that, that's illegal. You
Let
can't
me go talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so what you're saying is, let me talk to him, but I'm still going to run you.
Let me go talk to him and I'll be back. Are you going to be here for 3 minutes?
Of course, I'll give you 4 minutes. My question...
Might be even 5.
Take 10.
I'm gonna find out their version of things here, and I'll be back over.
Okay, and my question is, once you find their version, you're still going to run me? Or are you
I'm probably going to run the plate because it is a vehicle I'm having contact with. That is our department policy, that we record vehicles that we have contacts with.
Everybody that you run into, you run a person, huh?
If I'm called to a situation, yes.
So if somebody is on the side of a road and needs emergency service and you pull over, you run that plate?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. It's not a good thing for Kewaunee County Sheriff if that's what they're doing, because Manitowoc doesn't do it, Brown doesn't do it.
I can guarantee you these counties do run plate numbers. I can guarantee you they do.
They're engaging me, and nobody has run a plate on me after I told them exactly what I'm doing with you. It's the same conversation. They said,
Just
hey,
because they didn't tell you they ran it doesn't mean they didn't run it.
you got to do what you're going to do. Go do it.
Give me a couple minutes. I'm going to go chat with these guys. These are the ones that came over by you?
Just one guy. At this point, since you're going to run it anyway, there's no reason for me to hang out. You already got the plate. What do you want me to wait for?
Can you hang out here so I can get their version of what happened?
Do you need me to? Are you asking me to? Because you're not detaining me, right?
I am not detaining you. I am politely asking you to stick around in case there was an incident that happened that may lead to further action.
Further action for what?
If there was a disorderly situation, if there was something like that, okay?
Disorderly? He's over there yelling at me. I tell him it's none of his business. Just go back, leave me alone. That's the conversation.
Okay. Can I talk to him and get his version of it?
You can do whatever you want. Asking me if you can means nothing. You're going to do it anyway. You don't need my permission.
No, but I'm asking you if you can stick around.
Yeah, I told you.
At this point, you're not detained.
Right.
You are free to
Yeah.
leave.
Just make sure this guy, you know what? I've got it. The video speaks for itself. So let's see if this guy wants to lie to you. I got the whole video
You have
going.
everything that happened on video?
Of course.
All right. Give me a few minutes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Phil, correct?
You got it.
Thank you.
So just like I said, this officer is going to run the plates for no reason.
Okay, Phil. He says there was no issues, there was no yelling, no screaming, no rock throwing, nothing like that. So everything I have, you have not committed a crime. Like I said, outside a nuclear plant, we're going to get called. When you're out here filming, we're going to get called. There's just a lot of concerns about safety and security, and
That's fine. We've discussed that. That's in the past. I agree. They can call all they want. It's perfectly fine. You have to respond to service. I get it. But when I tell you 3 times what I'm doing and you keep saying it's odd and you want to run me, that's where it's bad. And so, you know, that's why you said, well, I want to go over there and get their side because maybe there was something else, a disorderly, and we'll see. It just seems like you're trying to ramp it up for no reason.
no, I'm not, sir. I'm just looking into what happened. Like I said, they called us. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't here for the initial incident.
But I've told you 3 times.
Okay, but sir, you have to understand, I can talk to 2 people who have completely differing stories about what happened, and it happens a lot.
Right, but my story is, what you asked me what I'm doing. I told you 3 times. Now you're talking about something totally different. About what the engagement was between him and me. Those are 2 different issues.
And I asked you about that as well.
Right, but what you're trying to combine it as one, and what I'm saying is we had a conversation. I told you 3 times what I'm doing, and you kept saying it's odd. All right, we're past that. Then you wanted to verify what he said or what I said because you said you could get 3 or 2 different conversations. That's a separate issue. Our conversation, what I told you, he verified. There was nothing.
Correct.
There was nothing else. So at this point, you're going to run my plates. I think I'm going to just stay here longer and film all of the cars that come out of here with their license plates because you're going to run my plate. That's how I feel about it.
Well,
You're going to run my plate like that and be that way. I'm just going to stand here and I'm going to run everybody's plates and cars that come out of this lot. And there's nothing they can do about it. And you're going to get a call to service and you're going to go, God damn it.
what I'm going to ask you to do, as I said before, stay off the travel portion of the road.
Right, you don't need to ask me or tell me. I'm an adult. I heard it the first time.
Well, I'm just going to reiterate it so there are no questions.
I have no questions.
Stay off the travel portion, off of their property.
Yeah.
All right?
You can say it 5 more times. I'm not going to go on their
Sir,
property.
I don't know why you're having the attitude with me about this.
Because you're running me for no reason.
Sir, I was called out. You're the gentleman I'm trying to speak to.
Right.
That's not for no reason, sir.
I told you what I'm doing, and that's fine. After I tell you what I'm doing, I'm not committing a crime. I'm not going to commit a crime. I haven't committed a crime. There's no reason to run me, to find out who I am, to see if I have warrants.
You do realize that a lot of people have committed very heinous crimes and said, I've never committed a crime.
I don't give a shit about other people, man.
Okay. But I don't know you from anybody else,
I don't
sir.
know you. All I know is that what you're doing is violating my constitutional right to run me when I haven't committed any violation.
I asked you for identification. You said no. I didn't force the issue with you, sir.
Right, but you're doing it another way. I don't have to show you ID, but you're going around it that way to run my place to find out who I am. So you are forcing it.
I'm not forcing anything,
Sure,
sir.
you're running it.
All right. I'm done. I'm done with the argument.
Okay, we'll see you, man.
Stay safe. Like I said, no closer to the roadway, please.
Yep. I'm not going to tell you to stay safe, though, man. I think you're a tyrant.
That's your opinion.
Yep.
When asking for ID fails, they'll run your plates. When that fails, they'll dig for disorderly conduct. And when all else fails, they'll label you the threat, just for filming. This is why knowing the law isn't optional, it's your shield. The camera doesn't just document the abuse, it deters it. Stay in public, stay peaceful, and when tyranny shows up with a badge, let the footage speak louder than their lies.